Amin is a PhD student at the University of Social Welfare and Rehabilitation Sciences in Tehran, and he will be giving a Pachakucha talk on Is Scholarly Publishing Equitable? Challenges Faced by Early Stage Researchers in Iran.
Hi, hello to all. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see your slides.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you the event organizing team, especially Dr. Kors and Dr. Rudini, and thank them for giving me this opportunity to participate in this unique event. Okay, sorry. I start my presentation with this question: is scholarly publishing equitable? And of course not, in my opinion. In the following, for comparison, I have prepared some graphs and some data about Iran as a developing and restricted country and Germany as a developed country, which I will present in the next few slides. As you see in this diagram, you see the GDP of Iran and Germany in 2020. That's the amount of GDP for Germany is almost equal to 3.5 trillion. And this is for Iran about $500 billion. This means that Germany's GDP is almost 7 times greater than Iran's GDP. In this diagram, the amount of budget allocated to research and development is presented on the percentage of GDP. And as you see, about 3% of GDP for Germany and 1% for Iran allocated to research. That's the budget. The Germany budget is almost 21 times, I think, greater than Iran's research. Here you see the number of universities. Iran has about 704 universities, that about 400 of them are public, that 90% of the budget are provided by the government from that 1% of GDP allocated to research. Now, get back to Iran. In my opinion, some internal and external factors have a significant impact on research budget allocation process in Iran, which will have a direct effect on scholarly publishing. The internal factor is corruption. As you see here, Iran ranks 115th in corruption perception index. And the external, an important factor, I think, is sanctions. And as you see, Iran was the most sanctioned country in the world until February 2020. And after that, due to Russian and Russo-Ukrainian war, Russia ranked first. Just let me talk about PhD level in my country. In Iran, almost all PhD students are by research or by course. And two Ministry of Science, Research and Technology, and Ministry of Health and Medical Education recruit PhD students. And we have to pass an entrance exam to achieve the PhD level. According to available information from 2007 to 2017, the number of PhD students in Iran has increased more than 3 times. And this means more government spending on PhD education, as you see here. But a significant number of PhD students in Iran do not have educational funds, except for a small number of PhD students of the Ministry of Health and Medical Education. These students receive a small amount of money as a scholarship, but most of the PhD students they don't have salary. Let's do a simple calculation. Here you see the each euro in Iran is equivalent to 400,000 riyals. And each Ministry of Health and Medical Education PhD student will receive about 40 million riyals per month as a salary, which is equivalent to only 100 euros. And it's very small amount of money, even in Iran. Therefore, the low budget leads to less educational and research facilities and less funds, both of which are the main factors affecting the quality of scholarly publishing. In other words, scholarly publishing is directly, I believe that directly related to money and facilities. For instance, to publish an article in an open access, high quality journal, which leads to more visibility and increase the number of citations, we have to pay more. But because of the small budget of universities and few available research grants, it's difficult and almost impossible, especially for ESRs in Iran. But most of the time, to save money, we have to submit articles in non-open access, low quality journals, which charge less and result in fewer citation. All this causes the lowering of the G or H index, which is currently the main criterion of scientometrics, unfortunately. Now I have some recommendations. The first one of the main factors which exacerbate the inequity in scholarly publishing is the reliance or even over-reliance on a G or H index. In my opinion, they do not consider all dimensions. And the second one is, I believe that we have to pay attention to political and economic conditions of the countries. That's a very, very important factor, and I do believe that researchers must be considered and classified due to their country of origin. For example, if they are from less developed or developing, or for example, from restricted countries. And the third one, international financial supports. I believe that's very important, especially in the form of research grants, and also they are very helpful for restricted countries. However, for some countries such as Iran, which face challenges due to financial sanction, it is often impossible to receive the money related to international grants. And it's suggested that journals and publishers use more innovative and creative business models for publishing and avoid traditional models based on receiving money directly from researchers when submitting articles, for example, from paywall models to open access models. And as you know, I believe that COVID-19 creates a new paradigm in the field of free and equitable access to information. And I do believe this can happen to other important areas, for example, climate change. But if publishers adopt innovative approaches. And as you see here in most international documents, including this document related to the UNESCO General Conference about Open Science, it emphasizes that fair and equitable access to scientific inputs and outputs should be provided for researchers from developed or developing countries, and it's very important. And the last one, with all these challenges and problems facing researchers in my country, and despite all the criticism of the current scientometric approaches, Iran has been able to develop a growing trend in the field of scientific content creation, and rank 15th in the world, and I think first in the Middle East. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Amin.